Are you able to hear me now?
It's not that clear.
I should be clear now.
It's better.
Okay,
Yeah,
just a second now. Just give me a minute. So, Rajnish, I need some basic details before we start. Just to take it down.
sure.
Okay, so where do you stay in Delhi NCR currently?
So my house is in Faridabad, and it's a border of Delhi and Faridabad. Matlab, it's between that.
I know Faridabad. I keep
Yeah.
visiting Delhi. That's why I just asked.
But again, in Faridabad, it's a border area, like just sector 37. So that's what I was mentioning. It's just crossing the border. It's
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
and then what's your current CTC?
Currently it's 12.
Okay, and then in that, what is fixed and what is variable?
So in 12 it's a fixed part, then there is variable of 8 to 10,000 10 lakh. And in 12 there is a CTC is 10, then 2 lakh is retention bonus, which I supposed to get in the end of the year according to the company's performance and according to things, according to company's profit and from that part.
Okay, so out of your 12 lakh CTC, 10 is fixed and 2 is retention bonus.
2 is retention bonus, then there is variable depending on what how much I have achieved. If it's 100%, I'll get a 10 lakh I think, and if I'll achieve 120%, so I'll get 120% of that amount.
Okay, that we'll discuss actually. Okay. Now, Rajanish, I wanted to understand, can you first tell me something about yourself, your family, your education and your hobbies first, and then we will go with your current company which you're working with, that we'll start. Okay.
Surely, surely. So, as I mentioned, I'm a sales professional with 8+ year of experience. By education, I have did BSc from PCM, Math, Science, and Chemistry. Then, after graduation, with a 1 or 2 year of a gap, I started working in a sales. My first company was India Mart, which I joined in Faridabad branch. Worked there around 2.5 year or between 2.5 and 3 years. And after that, I switched it to the Quicker, which is the office is based out in Mohan Estate, New Delhi. And again, in Quicker, the product was educational product. Like we were selling uh, ad space to the institute and the colleges and any coaching classes who wants to advertise and get the leads. So my work was to find out, sell them, and get the renewal. In short, complete key account management part was under me, particularly for the Delhi and NCR region. After working there, I switched to the Sunstone, and they were basically launching a student life cycle management tool to manage the complete
So,
students' queries.
Rajanish, I think if you see my question, if you not understand, you can ask me back. What I asked, let's first understand you as a person.
Okay,
So you did not, okay, you mentioned you did know your PCM and then after that directly
I switched
uh,
to the got it, got it,
value
got
or
it.
no, what is your hobbies and from where you are exactly. Are you from Delhi NCR basically or from some other place? Those are the things I wanted to understand first.
Got it, got it, got it. So, like, I'm not basically my family is from the UP East. There is a district Balia, and my father settled in Faridabad. He has a job in Faridabad in a pharma company, and I stay with them, mom, dad. Then there's brother and sister. So I complete family lives in the Faridabad, and along with that, if I comes on the hobby part, so I am interested in the sports like cricket, football, then some gymming, and then yoga and the meditation. That are the basically majority of after work, majority of time goes out there. Along with that, if I mention something personal about myself, so study is one more thing which I find out in vacant time. I do the studies, so that's in short, that's brief about my personal life and my family, how exactly it's going and what exactly is in my personal life.
Okay. And now coming to your work experience, let's start with your current company that you're working.
All right. So in current company, Mike Legal, I'm working for Mike Legal as a senior legal tech consultant. And here again, my work is to sell and increase their revenue part. And basically, we are selling three software. One is IPR management tool, which will streamline the complete IPR process for any corporate, any firm, big law firm, or any big corporate who have a workload, too much workload in terms of IPR management. So that's the first product which I'm selling right here.
What exactly Mike Legal does?
So Mike Legal is a legal tech company that basically provide softwares to the law firms and legal professionals to ease out or to streamline their legal processes or make their task easier. The day-to-day mundane tasks, their day-to-day activities, how they can automate that. So basically, Mike Legal provides software for that in different fields, in IPR, in
Okay.
contract, and in litigation. So in short, a complete legal part we have covered. So
So
Mike
similar to
Legal.
what Alpatra or Vakil does.
Yes, so we have competitor like a Logistify, Iolite. So it's completely depending on number of product wise. Like for the IPR, there are different companies. For the contract, there are different Sport Draft, then iCertis. So they are our competitor. For litigation, there is Manu Patra. Then there is one more company, Pro Vakil. So they are our competitor for the litigation.
Okay. And then this majorly you sell it to the law firm and lawyers,
Law
professionals.
firms and the corporate lawyers.
Mm-hmm. Means corporate lawyers means you go and sell it to the lawyers who handle corporates or directly to the companies or corporates.
Direct to the companies, like let's say if I have to target the pharma company, so we'll approach to the legal head or VP of that pharma company. Like we have a client base in pharma, MCures, McLeod Pharma, Sun Pharma, they all are using our IPR because they have a big boot portfolio. So majority of our clients are those companies who are too much heavy, who have a too workload in terms of IPR, not individual lawyers, not small firms who have a lesser work because they won't pay for that. So our targets are big corporates and big law firms.
Okay. And then can you tell me, how's your sales process entire? Can you walk me through your sales process in current company?
Sure. So the first task is to find out the POC, correct POC. Obviously, after getting shortlisting which all companies we want to target, like majority of our clients comes from pharma, from FMCG, then from manufacturing. Then in the IT we have, which are basically either contract heavy or either this IPR heavy. Then we try to find out the highest authority in that organization. If there is any general counsel, so we approach that. If that's not available, we go for VP, we go for legal head, and if that's also not available, we go for any then lesser or junior person. So we find out their email IDs, we send them a message on the LinkedIn, we find out their connect details. So first process is sending them a LinkedIn message. If we get the reward, that's okay. Then second, we send them an email. After a sending email, we wait for a 3 4 5 or a week, then we send a follow-up email. If we didn't get reward after 2 or 3 follow-up, we directly call them, having a cold call, telling them that we want to show some tools that can help them to ease out their process and make the task easier. And then we fix it the demonstration. Then demonstration is again, I take the demonstration part. After doing the demonstration, we send them proposal, and then the negotiation starts.
Okay. And then now, how do you generate or get these leads? What you do for that?
So as I mentioned, the first and the main source is LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, and different tools through which we get the data. Then second one is an event. So like every month or after 2 months, there is an event happening like GIPC. Then there is a multiple events for the legal domain. It's happening. So if it's a particularly for a IP, particularly for the normal lawyer, so based off that we go there. We try to connect them. We try to find them. We also pitch them at the same one spot. If they are not interested, we get their data, then we do the cold calling, that okay, we met you at the event and now we want to show you something. So that is the second mode. Then third mode is through the different online platforms, then different directories, There are multiple things which we keep on checking, like directories and few more things through which we source the data, numbers, email IDs. Then again, the approach is same.
Okay. And typically, what's your sales cycle to starting from to closure? Is it 3 months, 6 months, or how long it takes?
So for our cases, it's a different for a law firm and different for the corporates. So law firms get closed within a 1 week to I'll say 1 month. Within that time period, it got closed. Majority get closed in a 1 or 2 weeks. If it goes on follow up, then they could take time depending on what are their reasons. For the corporate, takes a bit longer time, like a 15 days to 2 to 3 months, depending on how easily we are getting the hierarchy, how easily they are getting the approvals. So average timing is someone between 2 months. In few cases, it take 3, 4, 5 or 6 months. Again, if they are not getting approval or something is pending at their end, like in my case, in a lot of companies, uh, final decision is pending because some owner or someone has not responding to the TOC, to the legal head. So average cycle is between 1 to 2 months.
Okay. And then now, how much when you're doing this sales, right? Since you said that you have multiple products which you cater to the corporates and law firm, how much is it 50-50 or how much you are selling now currently?
So
And
IPR.
I'm sure you're getting easy closures from law firm. So obviously, you might be more concentrated there, and because of corporates is very lengthy. So what is the ratio mix you have?
Okay, so it's 60 and 40, but we focus on the corporate. Like law firms are
Okay.
easy to close, but our main focus is corporate because law firm get onboarded easily. But if they get the other option, so they also leave us very soon after 6 months, after a year. So renewal is not that good, and Mike Legal is completely focused on the renewal part. So if we enter into the corporate, it could take 2, 3, 4 months, but once it get onboarded, they will stay for us for 4, 5 or 6 years. So we focus on the corporate. It's tough, but it's a more productive deal. Even the amount in the corporate is much higher than what we sell in the corporate, in the law firm. So focus in corporate. Law firm is easy to get. It's like we are getting every week or 2 weeks, we are getting uh, money in the hand. So that's how we focus, but majority focus is corporate. Law firm is second.
Okay. And then what was your target last year and what was your achievement in terms of revenue and deals?
So last year it was 3 CR, and I achieved that target. This year it's a 3.5 CR, and right now I'm running on 2.75 CR. So
Okay, 3.5 CR this year.
yes,
And then last year you achieved a 3 CR.
yes.
Okay. And then what is the approximate deal value?
So approx deal value is AOB is somewhere between 5 to 7 lakh. It starts from 1 lakh, then goes up to 10 to 12 lakh, depending on how big bundle we are creating or how big portfolio they have. It's completely customized solution. So depending on how many number of IPR, how many number of contract they have, basis of that we customize this product.
Okay. Now when you say average 5 to 7 lakhs, so last year how many deals you had closed?
I close somewhere around 80 to 85 deals.
Okay, 80 to 85 deals.
Yes.
And then this is you alone close, means only in the NCR region or you handle pan India region?
So in Mike Liga, it's a small team of 5 to 6 people, where 3 people are into the inside sales. Then there are 2 people which are handling the hunting side, which is for which I am a part of. As I mentioned, inside teams is a hand-on. They gives us demonstration, then we close it. Apart from this, we have targets, so we also bring the meetings. We also do the cold calling. So and as I mentioned, it's a 5-person team. So there is no as such territory that I'll walk in the Delhi. One person is based out in Mumbai and I am based out in the Delhi. So we have personally divide that. Okay, if someone will call for a physical meeting, if it's a NCR or near about it, I will go. If it's there, so in that region, South or Mumbai, so they will go.
So you have, how big is your sales team?
It's a 5 to 6 people sales team, and then the co-founder is involved in big closers and in big deals.
Okay.
So
So you are saying with so you being only handling the NCR and another person is handling Mumbai. So Mumbai is another. You are saying their target is separate and your target is separate. Your target is 3 crore rupees.
I think for the both of us it's same 3 CR. And
Okay.
as I mentioned, there is no big team, so we can approach any region, any territory. but there is a mutual understanding. I will not go in the Mumbai for physical meeting, and she will not come for the Delhi. If it's there, I will take for the Delhi reason.
Okay. And now you said for to bring this 3 year, last year you have closed 80 to 85 deals. Okay,
Yes.
on an average of 5 to 7 lakh rupees is what you mentioned. So that means in a month, how many new meetings you do?
In a month, we do around 50 meetings, 40 to 50 meetings, average.
No. So it's not. Just sorry to interrupt. Hi, my name is Rishi, and I'm really sorry for joining late. Just wanted to understand how many meetings do you do? It's not about we. It's not about you
Sorry.
or the
Yeah.
team's average. It's about your personal average, which allows you to close what you're closing, right?
So I personally do 40 to 50 meetings.
New meetings.
Yes. New meetings.
And how many follow-up meetings?
Follow-ups meeting, like I don't count it as a follow-up, but means follow-up we do not count it. But yeah, it happens. The follow-up part, if someone is taking 2 or 3 meetings, so that I'm not counting. It's a completely new meetings, 40 to 50 meetings per month.
Okay. And then how many of these are physical and how many of these are online?
For the physical, as I mentioned, like we get the pan India, we get the leads. So physical is very less. We don't focus on physical part. If
Can I consider 80% online and 20% physical? Or
yes, it's 80% online, 15 to 20% it's offline.
Okay. Okay. And now for achieving this 3 crore, what is the incentives you have earned last year?
So for the last year, as I mentioned, it's I got somewhere around 9 to 10 lakh I got in my account at the end of year.
9 lakh rupees incentive.
Yes.
And Manjunath, sorry, I was asking to repeat one piece of information because I joined it late. So your target is, what's your yearly target?
For this year,
His target last year, I just mentioned, he said in the last year, his target was 3 crore and he has achieved 3 crore. And this year, his target is 3.5
So 3 crore is the ARR. 3 crore is the ARR.
Annual or yearly.
Per average deal size is 5 to 7 lakh rupees is the average deal size, and last year he closed approximately 80 to 85 deals, and this year his target is 3.5 crore, out of which he has achieved 2.75 crore. Correct me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Right. So 3 crore is annual recurring revenue, and meetings. What is your typical sales life cycle? Like when you do the first meeting, and when does it close?
So first meeting to closer, it's for the corporate, it's somewhere between 1 month to 3 months, and for the law firm it's 15 days.
Typically, if I were to ask you, let's say you've given a price of 6 lakhs per year, right? Yearly proposal is goes
Yes.
or monthly proposal goes?
It's a yearly proposal.
Yearly proposal, you sell 6 lakhs for the year. In negotiation, where does it come to, and how do you negotiate?
So as usual, like what we are selling, we have some margin, somewhere between 20% to 40%. Then we know it will go on the negotiation, 2-3 round of negotiation. So if we are pitching 6, so we can close it somewhere between 4, 3.5. We can close at that point if we are pitching 6.
And
then Rajneesh, since you are into sales, I hope you know, what's your company's revenue actually, India revenue?
So for the Mike Legal, the revenue is somewhere between 10 CR and more than that.
Okay.
You personally do 3 CR out of 10 CR, right?
Yes.
What's your team size?
5 people, as I mentioned.
Okay, that's very impressive. Good.
So there is one highlight as like as I mentioned, we are directly reporting to the co-founder of the company, Mike Legal. The Anshul Gupta is the co-founder, and he is the one who take care of the revenue part. So we directly report to them, and he is someone like as I mentioned, if the lead or if the at certain point if it got stuck, so he's someone who helps us to close the deal, make the process faster. So
Yeah, that's fine. Understandable.
so
Why do you want to switch? Considering you're doing so well, like, what is the reason?
pardon.
Why do you
No,
want to
no.
switch?
When you're doing so good, you're achieving your target, everything. So why you wanted to
Yes.
move? Why are you looking for a change?
All right. So there are two or three things that is in the current process I face. The first thing is like as I mentioned, there is a small team, so there is no scope of getting position as in term of growing for a longer term. For a short term, it's good. Everything is going well. So first thing is that. Then second thing is I'm not sure in your company how it's working. So in our process, a renewal part and taking care of the that things that's not comes under us, and market is not that big. So if we are not going on the renewal, so the client base is like going to get slower or lesser. So that again, which for the long term I'm not looking that this will be something, or I will be, it will be something that will be not beneficial for me. So these are the two things. For the long term growth, I am seeing it uh, as a problematic for my growth and for my further
But
journey.
Rajani, there is the same thing. Even in our case, once we do the sales, because we are all hunters. I am being, getting the sales also. I am a hunter. So
Correct.
once we do the sale, next year it goes to the customer success. It is not
Correct.
with us.
Correct.
It is the same in every company. In corporate, that's how it works. So there is a separate team, account management team, who does the renewal, and then being into sales, we do hunting.
Correct. So yeah, that is means fine. But as I mentioned, for the Mike legal cases, it's the closer. Once we close the deal, then the again the complete connection goes to the owner. Like it's a small team. So as I mentioned, he will be the someone who will, once we close, either I close or either he close, he will be someone who will taking care of all the things, either taking the reference and either doing things, because he personally take care of all the things. So even reference part do not comes under me. So as I mentioned, one reference, and in the legal, the reference is the biggest thing. In the legal and in compliance in the corporate, that's the biggest thing which we get if we have to increase the revenue and if we have to sustain in the market. So that's the part again. Like for Mike legal, I'm closing. I'm not the face. It's the honor, because he's directly involved in every deal. So that's a good thing, because it's a good, I get the easy like he helps me to close it. He final conversation he's doing, so I don't take care of that pain, either it's like something is leaking after the sale. So that's good, but that's not good for long term for my growth, because in corporate, that's, I don't think that's how I will be growing.
Okay. And then what are the kind of clients you have closed? Can you name some corporate clients that you have
Yes.
closed?
So last year, from the last year list, the Luxus one, Anant Goenka, he's the, I think, IPR head. So I closed that. Then Wellspun, and then Bridgestone, I closed it in this cycle. Then for this year, I have closed Adani Wilmar. Jairam is the POC, and for the law firm, I can mention law firms also.
Pardon?
Do you want to name the law firms also?
Go ahead.
Yeah, like AZB is based out in Gurgaon, Sector 39. For the IPR, I closed that. And then there is a GS Rijwani and firm. They are based on the Mumbai.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
So, Manjunath, if I may interrupt.
Yeah, please,
yeah.
please.
Yeah. Rajni, when you have your first meeting with them, right? What is that one narrative you start with? What's your pitch? How do you start a conversation?
So usually, after, like the before to start or before to demonstrating any tool, the first thing is to understand their process. like how exactly the first question after grading and all, after making them comfortable, the first thing that I ask, like before to proceeding with the demonstration, if they can let me know their process or their cycle, how exactly the things they are managing, or if it's a manual, and try to find out their pain points. If it's a manual, even if they are using any tools, even they are having some other software, so what are the pain points that could be there, I try to find out, I cross question them, what could be like how exactly they are managing, what are the things. Then once I find out their pain point, then I start demonstration and uh, provide the solution of that, like exactly how I can.
Not my question. My question is, if you are pitching to, let's say, how do you get your new meetings? You cold call?
Yes, that's completely
What
cold
do you
call.
say in cold? What do you say in cold call?
So on the cold call, as the first thing is we send email so that he aware, he at least seen that that there is Mike Legal and there are things. Then when we call, we pitch that I'm from Mike Legal and we provide this software, and I believe you are the
Which
you.
software? That's
I
what I want to know, the exact language. Like if you,
Okay.
let's say I'm part of the legal team of Team Lease, right?
Yeah.
You've given me a call. How do you pitch it? Exactly the way you pitch it. Don't call me this software and this. I want to know exactly what your pitch is.
Okay.
If that's okay.
So yeah, hi Mr. Rajni this side from Mike Legal. Can I have your 2 minutes?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
All right. So I'm from Mike Legal, and basically we provide legal tech software to manage or to help out lawyers to streamline or automate their services. So I believe you are the one who manages the IPR in Team Lease.
What kind of services in legal tech?
Legal tech itself is an industry or it's a software.
Okay, so how does it help me? I'm not aware of it.
It's help you to automate. It's help you to automate your day-to-day task or your legal processes for the IPR process. So we will basically help you to streamline or automate your complete cycle. So that's the pitch. They got the idea that okay, it's a tool to manage or to automate their things. And then further on, if they
what are their things? I mean, since you've been selling, what are the pain points? If you could tell me top 3 pain points which this software solves, what are those 3 pain points?
Their mundane tasks, their day-to-day activities, what exactly their process, their day-to-day activities. So the exact line is mundane task. We automate your mundane task, your day-to-day activities, or make the process using make the process easier using automation.
Okay.
And then we try to focus them to bring on the demonstration. The very first thing or the main thing that we focus to bring them on the call, because on to bring them on the demonstration, because we can show them at how what points we are solving that. As I mentioned, like it's a complete cycle from IPR is a 6 month or 8 month cycle. So how at what points we are doing it and how we are doing it. So complete focus is to bring them on the call. So there are 3 or 4 hooks we use: the automation, the AI, and the automation of mundane tasks. So these 2 or 3 keywords or the hook words we use, and we.
How do you get their phone numbers?
So for the phone number, as I mentioned, few is already in the database, few we sources from the event, and other we get it from the LinkedIn using different tools. Tools like Apollo, Contact Out, Lucia.
Go ahead, Manchana.
What do you know about us, Rajnish?
So like first of all, like TeamLease, as I know, it's a staffing company. Then I comes to know about the compliance or this SaaS part. Then what I observe, like this compliance or the tech industry is providing a compliance management tool, which is again the tool that can help compliance manager or companies to find out the red flags, or if they are following a compliance or not, or any point if their compliance or they are not following the regulatory guidelines. So it mark it as a red flag, or it mark it as a this is something which they needs to full or they complete it. So that's the overall idea about the compliance tools.
Okay. And then prior to this, where you have to work and what you have to do?
Pardon, sir?
Prior to this, Mike Legal, where you have to work and what was the thing you have to do?
So prior to that, I was into Sunstone, and in Sunstone, the product was a student lifecycle management tool, kind of a CRM, but particularly for the institutions and for the colleges, and any coaching institute which has a like a more than a 200 and 300 plus students. So that was the product.
Okay. And do you have any questions for us as of now?
So previously I was having one question, as like I aware that for the hunting its renewal part do not comes under us, but I this was a doubt, like if I'm handling the Delhi, so Delhi sales, so will that comes the renewal part will comes under me, or how? So you have already
You are the
answered it.
hunting only.
You have already
You are the
answered that.
hunting.
Only new sales, only
You
new.
have answered that already. So that was
I am in same company from last 6.5 years. I'm doing only hunting. No.
got it.
Renewal.
Even I am doing the same from last 8 years.
Okay. ठीक है Rajneesh, if you don't have any other question, then we can wrap it up. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Manjunath. Thank you, Rishi. Thank you for your time. It was great talking to you. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, okay. No problem. Yeah.